Every so often, the Sports Hangover touches on mature topics. Discretion is advised. Gossip, BS, lies, and rumors. This is the Sports Hangover.
I don't know what that means.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
It's not.
It gets the people going.
Welcome to the Sports Hangover. I'm Michael Benazar, joined alongside J-Dog.
And this is an emergency podcast. We have breaking news all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
We have the biggest contract in North American sports history handed out. But first...
Are we talking esports? Oh, no.
No, definitely not. Mike, we start with, you have been an insider on the Monday Night Football team ever since you said John Gruden was out.
Yeah.
You got it right with Sean McDonough. He was trash. And now Jason Witten is leaving the Monday Night Football booth. He's gone after 1 year. He was terrible. He's going back to blocking 300-pound men and running routes for a dead-end head coach, the Clapper.
That's right.
Why would he rather do that than be on ESPN?
Jeremy, so we spoke about Witten all year long, right? We were like, oh, he sucks. What is he doing? I think our movement helped push him out.
Yes.
But as we were talking on the phone minutes ago when we decided to do a podcast.
Emergency pod.
I have a conspiracy. I still don't have the conspiracy music, so we're just going to pretend like there's conspiracy music. The conspiracy is ESPN, very close cahoots with the NFL, and ESPN wants a better schedule. They had a pretty good one this year. Could they get even a better schedule?
It wasn't great,
but they want a better schedule. So what do they need to do? They need to get Witten out of there. I think it was an inside job. The NFL Network or the NFL said, hey, guys, you want a better schedule? Get rid of this guy and bring in Peyton Manning, and we'll have a great deal.
Peyton Manning, by the way, is the odds-on favorite right now to slide in there. Kurt Warner, another one who we like a lot. I hope it's one of those two guys. I love your theory because
Thank you.
There's something going on here out of the ordinary because Witten was making much more than $3 million a year on Monday Night Football. Why are you taking less money to go get beat up again?
There's also the theory of like maybe he wants that Super Bowl and now he thinks he might have that shot at it.
The Cowboys, did we see them? They shouldn't have beaten the Seahawks in their one playoff game.
I know, or it could be kind of like I don't know. There's something about like the guys that compete, and he was there. He was on TV, and every week he couldn't get any better, and people would just bash him every single week. When he's playing football and he like missed a tackle or missed a block,
you're right.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, cool, you're really good. You're the best on the field." And now it's like you almost looked like you didn't know how to speak. You got hit in the head, and now he was on national TV. We should have been on TV, Jeremy.
We would be better in the Monday Night Football booth, no doubt about it. Start the petition. I will say I have a theory that Jason Witten was so terrible that. He knew he had to get out of there. He knew the situation was dire and that his image would take a hit for the rest of his life. He's a young guy. He's, 38 or 40? And his image would be terrible if he just got kicked out of the booth right now. So his only possible exit strategy to save any value for endorsements the rest of his life, to keep his name popular for more opportunities down the road, was to go back to the NFL. And again, it's what he's good at. He won't be criticized there. He'll catch 5 balls a game from Dak, and he'll be okay, even though he's going to make less money and work his ass off. It makes no sense why he'd actually rather want to do that, though.
I know. But honestly, it could be all of it. It could be a conspiracy. It could be him just wanting to go back and just have just play football and not be criticized every single week. And now he won't be. He's not the highlight of the team. You have Dak, you have Zeke, you have all these guys.
I'm glad you mentioned Dak. Maybe I'll be validated. If Witten's heading to the Hall of Fame, maybe Dak will join him. That's my prediction.
Is that why he went back to just get that Hall of Fame ballot again? Oh, look what I can do. I came back. Because what other guys retired?
What does he have to prove? He was so good with Romo. He'll never be that good with Dak. He's not going to be in great shape right now. And the Cowboys aren't that good. I don't understand it from a lot of ways.
Does it help now that he got to see all these teams play and all these blocking schemes and all this film that he usually doesn't look at, and he looks at it a different way? Do you think he'll be a smarter player and less physical and kind of get out there and know that, I can run this way because I know this blocking scheme does this, and this is how he might be better. He might be a smarter player.
His body is going to be broken down after not being in NFL shape for nearly 2 years in between playing. I don't get it. I'm glad you validated Dak as a Hall of Famer, though. The second But by the way,
Dak,
before we move on,
I never said anything about Dak. Dak
you
is
said something
not
about Dak
be a
Hall of Fame.
Famer.
Same sentence.
No.
I think you said that.
No.
I I hate that you control that board. By the way, since we have been on the pulse of Monday Night Football booth since all this began, it was Tirico, Gruden, and you nailed it from the jump. Tirico's the man. Gruden's going back. Who is going to replace Witten? Who is it?
Well, I mean, Peyton Manning was always the front runner, right? Like, they wanted Peyton Manning.
But he wants $10 million a year. It's a lot of cash.
Who are the other ESPN guys? There's a lot of good guys that do the NFL today.
I think Louis Riddick is really good. But listen,
he's on CBS, right?
No, he's on ESPN. This is a chance to get rid of Booger too, right? You might as well.
No, I like Booger. I like Booger.
Booger was okay, but Booger didn't wow me or blow me away, so I don't think he should be kept. I think it's a green light to get rid of Booger.
Well, it's a green light to blow up the whole Monday night. Get rid of Tirico if you want. Just blow it up. It's time
Tirico's
now.
Not there anymore. Tessitore is there.
Not Tirico. Tessitore. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of pizzazz to him. You know,
he is pizzazz. He's like Mr. New York showman. Welcome to Monday Night Football.
I didn't like his vibe. He wasn't. You know what? Maybe it's just because of Witten, because there's no chemistry at all. I need chemistry.
All right,
That's
three
all I
candidates. 1, Kurt Warner. I think he'd be best. 2, Louis Riddick. I think he'd be awesome. And 3, my dark horse, Nate Burleson. He's on Good Morning Football. He's on the CBS show. I don't know if his contract's up, if he can get out of it. He is awesome at what he does.
All right. Those all sound good to me. It's tough because they just pulled Witten out of nowhere. Like, hey, guys, let's have Witten in. I don't even think he was a front runner on any of this.
It's true. It was surprising. All right, more breaking news.
Oh, man.
Two shows in a row, we're talking baseball. Bryce Harper signing a 13-year, $330 million contract. And the worst part is he has to live in Philadelphia for all 13 of those years. There's no opt-out clause. He cannot leave, and he will be guaranteed that money. He's guaranteed $330 million.
So it's kind of like he signed his life away, and now he's in Philly. Where did you see him go? I have no idea what's going on. I thought LA. Why not come to LA? It's the best place in the world to play baseball. It's always nice out.
Your two cities. What's your other city in California that you love?
San Diego?
No, you didn't live there.
No, where I live, San Francisco.
Those were the two teams, West Coast, Best Coast. Dodgers, Giants were in the running along with the Phillies in the end. And there were a lot of reports he didn't want to live in Philadelphia. He's played for the Washington Nationals the last 5 years. They're a rival of the Phillies. He lives in Vegas in the offseason. He wants to do spring training in Arizona.
He lives in Vegas in the offseason?
Yeah.
What kind of scumbag does that? Who lives in Vegas
He's
as
just chilling
a choice?
at the Bellagio poker room on Tuesday nights.
Okay, all right. That's interesting. I had no idea about that.
Maybe he's from there. Don't judge.
But imagine if I said, I live in Vegas part-time. You think I'd be a sleazeball, right? If you heard any of our friends. No one's saying
Bryce Harper is, and he chose to live in Philadelphia. He took the most money. My thing is, that's way too much money because it's all guaranteed. Kirk Cousins has the highest guaranteed contract in NFL history, and it's for $80 million. This is now $330 million. It's all guaranteed. Every dollar he is promised to make that, and he's going to Philly. Whereas, why didn't he just go to L.A. or San Francisco, two places he clearly wanted to go?
You know what?
For a little less money. I know, but Mike, okay, so say he signs for $300 million in LA instead of $330 in Philly, and he gives half of it back. He's still getting $150 million. What are you doing with those extra million that you're making in Philly? You're going to be miserable because you have to live there.
I'm going to play devil's advocate. You're only living in Philly. How many home games do you actually have? Like 180 or something at home? How many games are there in baseball?
81 home.
So you have
and
81 home games.
162. So from April to hopefully October for their case, they are in Philadelphia.
And now does Philly, do you think they're immediately in the running to be the best team in the league?
They're instantly a World Series contender. And that hurts me because they're in the Braves division, but they just got that good. The problem is he's going to be making $25 million a year when he's 36, 37, 38, and 39, and their team is going to be trash because he's not going to be very good anymore.
But does it matter? Can he get traded away, though? If he underperforms, if he sandbags it a little, say when he hits 30, he's like, you know what? I'm going to play shit this year and hopefully get traded away. Does he always get guaranteed money no matter what? If
he has a no-trade clause. Yes, the money is guaranteed. He has a no-trade clause. He can deny any trade proposal. He's allowed to be traded if he approves it, but someone still has to pay him. So why would the new team, why would the Yankees or the Dodgers pay him if he's playing shitty and he still has to make $25 million a year? Mike, baseball hitters don't age that well late in their career. You're 33 right now?
I'm 32, Jeremy. Get it right, okay?
You're 32. Imagine he's going to make all this money when he's 38 and 39. Your body's going to feel like shit in 7 years.
I know. I think I'm getting like bunions in my feet. I can't put on normal shoes anymore. It is really tough. I don't know how he's going to play until that age. I mean, look at us, Jeremy. You see pictures of us when we started this podcast until to this day.
This podcast
we look
has aged us.
It has really aged us. It's been a long time. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. So maybe this is just like a slow play where he says, I'm going to get paid out. I'm going to get this guaranteed money. And then play for a few years and see what happens. And maybe somebody will trade him. Because you got to change up the team every once in a while. Has a player ever stayed on a team that long when they've been guaranteed all that money?
Well, no one's ever been guaranteed that much money ever, but players have stayed on teams their whole career. Derek Jeter, Chipper Jones, players like that, but it's becoming less and less common. Maybe it'll become more common in this era. We don't know.
I kind of like the guaranteed money because there's the fear of just like, all right, if I go say he came to LA and he got a 3-year contract, whatever, $80 million contract for 3 years, would that be, because then if he starts not playing as well, does he actually get that $300 million contract after this? So it's almost like, let me take the biggest offer now because that might not ever come back up if I start playing like shit in 2 years. Because who knows? It feels like baseball's just all this hype.
He's one of the great superstars in all of baseball. Chances are if he took a short-term deal, he'd be able to maximize it again. Also, there's another great player, Mike Trout, who plays in L.A. You probably have never heard of him. MLB does a terrible job of marketing Mike Trout. He plays for the Angels. Do you know who he is?
I know. I've heard his name. I've gone to very few baseball games. I've never seen the Angels play.
But he plays in your city, and you couldn't pick him out of a lineup, correct?
Oh, no, not at all.
So that's an issue. But he is the best player in baseball, better than Harper. He'll be a free agent in 2 years.
What about your boy that just went to your favorite Padres team that we have to fly down to San Diego for?
Well, our friend is not allowing us to go to San Diego. But
that's true, yeah. He doesn't want us to go.
That was a bad deal, too, because he's not that good. I'd rather have Harper than Machado. But that was for 10 years, 300.
We're really getting too deep into baseball.
We're getting too deep in. We're almost out of time. We do a full show every single week right here on the Hangover Network. We are the Sports Hangover. And before we go, Mike, you have more breaking news.
We have tons and tons. Oh, wow. Really like the soundboard today. What's my breaking news? What I was just going to say.
We have tons and tons of.
We have tons and tons of swag on our website. You can go to hangover.network or hangovernetwork.com. They both redirect to the same website.
Yep.
Go there. We have our St. Patty's Day gear up. St. Patrick's Day is in T-minus 2 weeks from now because you might be listening to this on March 1st. It is March 17th. It's on a Sunday, I think.
I do want to break in. Yes, okay. That is true. Matt Hines does want, our Canadian friend wants TSH logos on the shirt. I think that's a great idea by him.
Okay, yes. So these are unbranded because, sometimes friends and family don't know what this podcast is.
We're trying something out. You can still buy Hangover Network branding clothing all over the website.
So I just put together the website, and let me tell you, I did not realize how much swag we actually have. If you go to the website now, hit the little swag button, I think we have over 50 shirts and designs from sweaters, short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, all super soft, all super comfy. It's all great. Go to the Hangover, go to hangover.network. And if we don't get arrested with most abuse, hopefully we're back next week.